Hello folks, welcome to the latest video, and in this one I want to talk about the Tailwind Playground that was released recently, and honestly this just makes my heart really happy. So let's get right into it. So this is basically an interactive coding environment where you can code directly in Tailwind CSS without setting anything up. And you could do this simply in CodePen as well, but there's a huge difference. Over here you can customize the CSS, you can add whatever CSS you want, and you can play around with the config as well to maybe extend it or add some variants or plugins, whatever. And this wasn't possible when you just added a CDN link to CodePen and tried to play around with it. So first of all, to give you a demo of this, I'm going to rip away the whole HTML they have, and you see it responds right away. So I'm going to give it a div which has a class of hScreen, which just says height equal to 100 vh and wscreen width equal to 100 vw, which is viewport width. Alright, and then we'll just give it a bg grade 200, let's say. Yeah, and there's a subtle difference, but I'm sure you guys could see the color change. And in the center, like as a child to this, I'll create another div, and I just want to say gradients. This is going to be just a square that has a gradient background, and class, let's say w64 and height 64. And don't worry, soon we're going to explore how to play around with the config as well and see an example of changing the adding custom CSS as well. So just give me a minute, we're getting to it. And I'll add flex over here, items center, and justify center to just get this in the center. And I'll do the same over here as well, flex items center and justify center. And you can see this autocomplete is really helpful as well. So I'm going to say justify center. Now we have this set up, and we can just give it any color, let's say bg blue 300, and you can see it got this background color. But now let's try adding our own shade of blue to it. This is basically the config file that you would have for Tailwind CSS, and if you don't know a lot about it, I'll link up in the cards a video that I made, which was basically a tutorial about making a YouTube clone. And in that I go into the config file and I modify it as well to suit our project. So you can go through that project tutorial and you'll learn a lot about how to set up Tailwind CSS locally as well, and how to modify things through config file as well. So we'll just add a colors and we'll say blue and give a value to it, and I want this blue to be equal to RGBA and whatever values we have over here. This takes a while to process because you can see there's a spinner over here, and once this loads up it will signify that the config file and etc has been compiled with the new CSS that we can use. We need to wait for this basically to see it in full swing, but never mind. So basically the idea is that you have this config file, this CSS file as well that you can play around with, and right now I took away that blue color, so now we have our own blue color and this is the shade of that color. And let's say text gray 100. Yeah, so now you saw how we could modify the config file. Right now over here I have said text gray 100, but if I wanted to add some custom CSS and say div and color is, let's say, red, and I need to add important because otherwise Tailwind classes will take effect, and then I can wait for this to compile, and as soon as this compiles you'll see that this gradients, the text color will change to red ideally. And I know this takes a while both with config and CSS, and even if you have been using Tailwind locally, when you compile you know that it takes a bit of time. So now you see when it ended compiling, now this gradients is of red color, right? So we have taken a look at how we can play around with the config, we've taken a look at how to change the CSS. I'm going to remove this for the while because we don't need that right now, and now we'll just move on to check the last thing, that is how to implement gradients in Tailwind CSS. While that compiles, I'll tell you the classes. So you have to go like bg gradient, and then you have to add 2 after the hyphen. After the 2 you have to write a direction that you want the gradient to be in. For example, if I write T, the gradient will be towards the top. If I write R, it will be towards the right. I can write top right, which will be TR. So right now I want the gradient to go to top right, and then we have to say from hyphen, let's say blue 200 to yellow 200. And I really like this auto completion thing as well. It's pretty handy. I misspelled this, so no, it's not gradient, it's called gradient. And as soon as I typed it correctly, you can see we have this gradient over here. So to recap, you have to add bg hyphen gradient hyphen 2, and then after the hyphen you can specify the direction. So if I take away the R, it will be towards the top. I can say B, it will be towards the bottom. I can say L, towards the left, towards the right, towards the bottom right. So you can play around with all those values. Then first you have to say from blue to 100. This is the color the gradient will go from, and it says to yellow to 100, but I can add another color between them, and that is by the class via let's say pink to 100. And now you can see there's another color between them, so it goes in the format from color via color to color, and before that you have this bg gradient to and whatever direction you want it to be in. So right now it's bottom right, now it's top right, now it's top left. So you can play around with all that stuff pretty easily, right? And then let's test this out. I haven't tried yet as well. Can you add multiple colors via? So let's say via black to see if it works. So you can only add 3 colors, and I might be wrong, I haven't explored it properly. So if you know that if you can add more colors, just tell me in the comment section for sure, and I'll make sure to edit the description or something so that people are not misled. We can, let's say, just add text gray 600 and make it easier to the eyes. And another feature that I wanted to show you guys is you can make this completely responsive. You can test out the responsiveness by clicking on this icon, and then you can play around with the size. And right now it's just a box, so you don't have much to do with responsiveness, but you realize, right, that this feature is really helpful in that sense when you're designing stuff, because in these days your stuff has to be mobile responsive. There's no way around that. And it has got a decent light mode as well, and you can change the view as well to just output or stacked or side by side. The only thing that it's missing right now is emit. I should be able to write div and tab and it should autocomplete that. For me it's just industry standard right now, and I hope they add it soon, and I'll put out a tweet or something. I hope Adam Badham sees it and tells us something about it. Alright guys, so that's it from this video, and I make a lot of content around Tailwind CSS, Python, JavaScript and all that stuff. So if you like this video, check out my channel. If you like that stuff, consider hitting subscribe, and if not, just like this video. Alright guys, see you in the next video.